Hello, and welcome to Workhorse Wrestling Network, where we talk about what's cooking up in the world of professional wrestling.
We cooking, we cooking, we cooking, we cooking. Hello.
And today, we're actually going to do the tagline. We're going to talk about what's cooking up in the world of professional wrestling.
When was the last time we actually did that?
Um,
I mean, like
you
just
know,
that. Nothing.
we do it sometimes, but I feel like we play games more often and do lists and stuff.
I mean, that is more fun. But
Um,
yeah.
I say, how about we talk about Hard to Kill first?
Cool, cool. And I'm gonna let you take the lead because, yeah, you'll find out soon enough.
Steve Macklin beating Rich Swann.
Now, okay, okay, cool, okay.
Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers beating uh, Kaz and Eric Young.
Dang it. All right.
Crazy
Side
Steve
note.
beating Tommy Dreamer. So
Dang it.
what?
No, no. Side note, so I was not here for the watch along, so I'm right as you're rolling these down, I'm discovering how I lost to USCM. But continue.
Giselle Shaw won the Knockouts Ultimate X match.
Are you serious?
I had Tasha Steele, but Giselle Shaw won.
Okay, because here's the thing, right? And I think I said in the Discord, I'm like, okay, first ever X Division female match. I know three of these names, and in my mind, I'm like, Giselle Shaw is not winning this. I don't know. It's like no offense, she's not a high flyer. And okay, continue.
Uh, PCO defeated Dirty Dango, which I had Dirty Dango.
I think I had Dirty Dangle too. Okay.
Rhino, Jake Something, and PCO defeated Alpha Bravo, Oleg, and Dirty Dango,
I'm sorry.
which
Is
we
this
didn't do
real?
predictions on that.
Okay, we didn't. But is his real name something something?
Jake Something.
It really is Jake something.
So I made a joke about it one day of somebody asking in the back, "Oh, Jake, he's coming out next. What was the last name he's going by? I don't know, something." Okay.
It's better than Joe. Just Joe. Add your baby thing about that.
Uh, and DK beat MK Ultra, which whew, I can't believe MK Ultra aren't champs anymore.
Um,
But congrats to DK on that. Um, Chris Sabin won the Triple Threat TNA X Division match,
I think I had it.
beating El Hijo del Vikingo and Kushida.
Vacuum. Yeah, that makes sense
Uh,
because yeah.
I mean, I put down for Sabin, but I was really wondering if Vikingo was going to win because they were doing all the AAA announcement stuff, and I was like, oh, looks like they're in deep with AAA right now. Maybe they're going to give it to Vikingo,
All right, because the
but
reason
they
why I
didn't.
said yeah, the reason why I didn't say Vikingo is because the whole is he going to stay longer? I think that was everyone's debate of if we were going to pick him or not. I'm like, he's not.
Uh, Josh Alexander beat Alexander Hammerstone.
I think I had that. Okay, okay.
Uh, ABC, Ace Austin and Chris Bay defeated the Rascals. And Laredo Kid and Mike Bailey. I'm trying to remember what their name was. And Grizzled Young Veterans were in the match as well.
Mm, I I think I chose Grizzled Young Veterans just for the let's get this party restarted on the good foot. Like
Now,
let's
15 years ago, GYV would have won. Yeah, 15 years ago.
they're still great.
No. I mean, with TNA, how they booked back
Mm,
then, TNA would have definitely have booked them to win.
but I guess we can't do that. Okay, fine.
ABC is, I mean, especially Chris Bay. Like, I'm a big Chris Bay fan.
Okay, say less.
Another surprise, which all of us got wrong, Jordan Grace defeated Trinity.
So let's talk about it, right? So I chose Trinity because A, I love her, and B, there have been talks of her. We're gonna say leaving TNA. We're not gonna say where she's gonna go, but we're gonna say leaving TNA, right? And so my hope was that that wasn't the case, and not because I don't think that she deserves more, but wherever she goes, we don't know exactly. They're just inklings. I want her
Uh,
to be
Trin-
booked properly.
Trinity had a couple friends in the audience to watch her match.
Who?
Mercedes and Bailey.
Bailey was there. Like Bailey don't care. I love Bailey. I love Bailey and Mercedes for that, but I know Bailey don't care. But yeah, okay. You know what? Screw it. We'll say it. Spoiler alert: if you people don't like being spoiled for premium live events or pay-per-views, but the rumor is that she's coming back to WWE, and I'm not sure how I feel about that just yet. I'm a Trinity fan, so no matter what, I'm cheering her on, point blank, period. But like I said, I don't want her to go back and be just mid card again. You know what I'm saying? Especially after this run where we know she's great, we know she can carry the championship well. But if that be the case, I think it'll be like CM Punk returning. I have to be in the moment. And even though, we hate what CM Punk did to AEW, that moment at Survivor Series, I was in my feelings. Like, oh, it happened. So we'll see.
And the last match, uh, Alex Shelley lost the championship to the forever TNA champion, Moose.
That was a choice. Now that was that was a choice. It was like, oh, okay, if y'all want to, fine. But that's not all that
I
happened after the match, is it?
I
It
like Moose. I voted for Moose.
why?
Uh,
Explain.
Moose winning is what got me the tie.
Boo. But
It,
why did you choose him?
if Alex Shelley had won, CM would have beat me by 2 points.
Dang. Yeah. But yeah, why did you choose Moose though? Honestly, because
I
you like
like Moose, and also it's the TNA championship, not the Impact World Championship. It's the TNA championship, and Moose is the one who brought that back like 4 years ago.
but Alex Shelley was in TNA for life. Whatever.
So it's the TNA championship, and it's Moose. Like everything has now come full circle. Like
Whatever.
everything is right in the universe with Moose being the TNA champion again. And it's actually the legitimate world title for the brand and not, something he carries around because of, oh, what's her face?
If you say
Y'all
so.
know who I'm talking about. I don't have to say her name.
I don't know, but you can say it in the private chat if you want. I don't
Who
know.
who was who was the female Impact World Champion?
That wasn't Trinity?
Trinity was the women's knockout champion, the Impact World Champion, not knockouts, Impact.
Oh, Debbie. Okay, yeah. Let's say.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Let's.
yeah.
All right, now I know. All right, cool. Let's say. Definitely, yeah, definitely.
Moose rescued us. Moose rescued us. And here he is again getting his flowers. All right.
uh, but that wasn't all that happened, is it?
No. You want to tell everybody what happened?
So, Mr. Moose was relishing in his glory as the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion. But a graphic comes up and it says Most Wanted. He's facing the graphic, but right behind him, aka former Dolph Ziggler, is now Nick Nemeth, is in the TNA Impact Zone. Now, is he signed to TNA? Not necessarily. And I love that. So as of right now, according to records, correct me if I'm wrong, he's a free agent, so he's just having the time of his life. He's just party hopping from company to company, and I love it. How old is Nick Nemeth? And I'm keep saying it till I stop saying Dog Whistler.
42, I'm guessing, maybe 43. He's about the same age as Randy Orton.
Okay. And what I say is he looks great and he still has his abilities because I think people are like the whole discussion about these people, right? More so Nick Nemeth is what if he what if he would have done this in 2015 or 2000? Like, hey, better late than never. If he's still great, if he can still have that cardio going, heck yeah, this could still be a thing. This could still be great for his career. This still could be his turn from just plain old Dolph Ziggler into the next Cody Rhodes or Drew McIntyre. There's still for me, there's still time. But I don't want you
Uh,
being down by with one company. I want you to expand. Yes.
Dolph is one of the best. And I am reminded of an interview he did with Chris Van Vliet of where CVV was praising him for like the things he does, his selling and everything else, his maneuvers, his maneuverability. And he was like, yeah, yeah, but also like I feel whenever I do something, then like the next week Randy Orton does something just a little bit better, and I'm like, oh god damn it. And I thought that was fascinating.
Really? That's interesting. I've never had that.
That
I've never
like
had
as
a
good as he
comparison with
is,
him and Randy Orton.
he'll
I
compare
think,
himself to other people, and it's just like, oh, he does that just a little bit better than me, and that keeps driving him to do better.
oh, okay. Okay. I guess having a motivation to do better is great, but like, oh my god, right? If you, for me personally, Anika personally, if you give me Randy Orton or Dolph Ziggler, aka Nick Nemeth, who would you choose? I'm choosing Nick Nemeth.
Both.
That's just
I
me.
choose both. I choose both.
You can't choose both. You can't choose both, Sammy.
Well, I have to go with Randy, but I want Dolph Ziggler too.
But yeah, I want him to have the time of his life. I want him to do what and to backpedal to Trinity, right? When Trinity and AKA Sasha Banks left, we all had this vision of they're going to do what they're going to not commit to one company, do whatever they want to do, and have fun. It hasn't been to the level that we would all like it to be, and that's based on injuries and whatnot. I don't want them to second guess themselves and their capabilities and run back to what's safe. I want them to just like, okay, hold on, get better. Well, much for Mercedes, get better, heal up, but don't just run back to what you think is safe because you think is not turning out exactly how you picture this last year or last 2 years to be. No. I think it's been good. It can be great and better if you give it time. But again, this is your lives. If you just want to be back with your husband, I totally understand that as well. So I will always forever be your fans. I'll say that.
Um, we got comments here. Uh, how was MLK Day yesterday? Um, I didn't sleep.
You why not?
Well,
Just
Um,
want to? Okay.
well, I was laying down. I had talked. all night, and then my buddy calls me up and he's like, "Hey, I'm looking to sell a computer. You know anybody who'd want to buy one?" And I'm like, "Fuck, fuck. Uh, well, my laptop broke half a year ago, so yeah, sure, I'll take it."
You don't have to take it. You can wait. You don't have to take it. That's not a sign from God necessarily to buy your friend's computer.
So I need a wireless adapter so I can connect to the Wi-Fi because I was not about to try and set up that computer right here at the edge of my couch. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I have it set up in my bedroom, so I need to get a wireless adapter to connect it to the Wi-Fi because there's no way that Ethernet's going to stretch across my entire apartment.
Oh yeah. No, 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 no. I get that. I was off, thank God, yesterday. I I watched Black Panther for the first time since Chadwick Boseman
Oh,
passed,
oh,
and
okay. I was about to say first time. What? What?
no,
That's a
no,
top 10
no,
MCU movie.
no, 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 since he passed. And so, and as soon as the first war scene happened, I'm just trying to. He's like, oh my god, this is like it really is. There are two categories of best of your favorite movies, right? One category of your favorite movie is you can watch it every week and it's still funny, it still entertains you. The other,
Guardians of the Galaxy. That's for me.
mm, I,
I can watch that movie and literally put the movie right back on.
I can see, I can totally see that. But then your other favorite category, right, is the big emotional. This touched my soul. I can't watch this every month, but once I put it in, oh my gosh, all the feelings are coming rushing back, and it's still the bomb. I'm gonna put it back into a nice little case and put it in nice back into the vault until I need to watch it again.
I might go with No Way Home for that.
Mm, yeah, I get that. For me, Black Panther and The Dark Knight. Dark Knight. Yeah, I had to set the mood. I need my popcorn. I need my latte, frozen or hot if necessary. Everything is nice and set. No one's yes. I'm
The
sorry.
Dark Knight is great and it gets a lot of praise. I think Batman Begins is as good, if not maybe a little better, and it does not get any of that praise that The Dark
But
Knight does.
so I'll say this: Bat Batman Begins is probably one of the best origin movies. As in the start off to a trilogy is probably one of the best origin superhero movies. Hello, wise man, you good? Are you good? We miss you. Come back when you're ready. We do miss you. But yeah, like Batman Begins, the best first movie. What's his name? Thor is a great first movie to kick off your trilogy of other movies. What's his name? Captain America was cool, but they really could have killed it after
The first one or the second one, ALW.
does it really matter? We're not doing this. It is almost 11 o'clock. I'm not fighting with your.
Oh, I fried chicken yesterday, and so today I took the leftover fried chicken and I put it in a bowl with hot sauce and barbecue sauce and tossed it and turned them into boneless buffalo wings.
Nice. That sounds delicious. Yeah, I get that.
Well, it would be spicy barbecue wings. My bad. Spicy barbecue wings, not buffalo wings. But you know what I mean. You
They're
know
wings
what I
with sauce, and they're great. Enough said.
mean. So we're not gonna talk about
What? What?
all
Hold up! No, no! Time out! Time out! Time out! What you not gonna do is say Captain America Winter Soldier was trash or Captain America Civil War. Take that back.
the first Avenger, though. The first Avenger was kind of trash.
I didn't say those two. I specifically said Winter because he said all of them are trash. Do the other one. Do them alone. He said all of them are trash. You cannot say Winter Soldier or Civil War was trash. Take that back. Yeah, yeah. Take that back. Take that back, wise man. You're not so wise when you just said that foolishness. What'd he say? What'd he say? Is it the best? It's the best of the Civil War is probably top three Marvel period. What are we doing? You know what? You know what? You know what?
I mean, as
Oh,
a movie, Winter Soldier might be the best MCU movie. It might be. It's not my favorite though.
debatable
It's
though.
like it's quite far down on my list of favorites. But as a movie, how it's made, like
Yes,
they were on point.
yes.
I hand it to them for that.
Bump wrestling. We're gonna do a freaking Captain America marathon to refresh your memory. You know,
I can feel that way about music too. Like I don't like this song, but I understand the talent that was used to create it.
yes, but
And that's how I feel about Winter Soldier. Like it's not my favorite, but
Civil War is my top three. Civil War's top three, definitely top five. I'm hyped, but it's definitely top five as of right now. Top three.
all right. Back to wrestling.
Yes, because it will go.
Uh, we're not going to discuss much about Battle in the Valley because go watch Sing Stars, starring Dolores and our good friend Jay News. All right. I will just discuss a couple of things. First of all, my girl Julia versus CM's girl Trisha Dora.
And who won?
Well, Julia,
Oh,
but that was my match of the night, even with the freaking main event, which I'm going to say right now, Kazuchika Okada versus Will Ospreay. Like, oh my god, what a show!
like it literally is a no brainer. Like it's like saying water is wet. Psh, definitely, but yeah, no, definitely. Can y'all
Oh
please
no, 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 no! Iron Man 2 is like in my bottom five
wait?
MCU
Hold
movies.
up. You said bottom five?
Yeah, Iron Man 2 is like bottom five, and freaking they got Rockwell in there, and he's amazing. He's one of the best characters in the MCU, but that
Five?
movie is still bottom five for me. As
What are you
much as Justin
doing?
Hammer was amazing.
What are you doing, Sammy? We're on the same team. No, Iron Man
You
two.
like Iron Man 2?
Yes, now, but that is definitely not bottom five. Not really sure where. I'm definitely like top 10. It feels like it's a very broad statement because it's not that
Now,
big.
Iron Man 1 is top five for me.
It's not bad. Okay, it's not what I like personally. Yeah, definitely like Iron Man 1. And now I'm just playing it in my mind. Like, which one would I watch? For me, I would put on Iron Man 2 today, tomorrow, and forever. Iron Man 1, it pops up. All right, cool. It's nice. That's just me.
Thank you, Dolores.
Best two New Japan commentators, reviewers in the business.
Comment from CM here.
The Afro Punk. Yes. Can't wait for her against Queen Aminata. Yes, said right.
Aminata.
There we go. Can't wait for that. Can't wait for either them to tag team or that be the best match on Rampage. Yes. All right.
And we got one last thing to discuss about Battle in the Valley, which was pretty contentious in our Discord chat.
That's one small thing. Yeah.
The debut of Jack Perry,
AKA the
the scapegoat.
scapegoat. I love this move, and I will explain why. Cause okay, before we knew
He
that
looks like a mini Jay White, and I love it.
well, ow, wouldn't say Jay White. It's still his hair's still curly, but nevertheless, we knew like before we knew who the devil was. For me and CM, it would have made sense for him to be the devil, and it would have been a nice little comeback to. Oh Lord, please, oh, I, hopefully later than sooner. I don't think you're ready yet. That's just me. But yeah, you
Uh,
know,
uh,
you go.
well, he went after Shooter. So going after Shooter, like that's got to lead to him versus Mox, right?
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But yeah, like after the whole brawl, what are we calling brawl out in Wembley brawl out, whatever. But yeah, after that whole incident, right? It, I, I don't think he's going
Brawl in,
brawl. We're calling it brawling. Okay,
I
cool.
believe so.
I don't think that he's on suspension. I truly think they're trying to find the best way for Jack Perry, I'm talking about AEW, to come back to them or to come back on TV, right? And all right, because all right, so the scenario was right. Jack Perry comes to New Japan. He's in the ring and he rips up the AEW contract. I think this is kayfabe. I think that he's still getting paid by AEW. That's just me. It could be hearsay, but that's just me. I think he's still getting paid by AEW. But like I said, after the whole Brawling situation, I think everyone in tow was like, okay, you didn't do anything wrong. This is not your fault. Electric crackhead doing electric crackhead. So how are we going to bring you back on TV that puts you in the best lighting and on the good foot? And
Well, I assume he's going to be joining Bullet Club.
I say that kind of think about who's in the book club right now. Gabe Kidd, ooh, and Clark Connors, and old boy with the mustache. I don't think he's cool
Finley's the
enough.
leader.
Who?
Finley is the leader.
Finley's the leader. Besides Little Shillelagh, I don't think he's cool enough just yet. I think he has the
I mean,
opportunity.
if War Dogs are leaving, like there's space and Bullet Club
You,
opening.
you really think they're leaving? I know. I
They
know we did.
could be.
I know we were doing our draft day 2 weeks ago. Check your local listings, but I don't. I wouldn't. Mm, I don't want them to leave. I don't
I
want them
don't
to
want
leave.
them to leave, but they could be.
Even so, though, right? The whole. Even so, the Bullet Club have had a level of the coolness that I don't think Jack Perry.
ALW's the fan of Little Shillelagh.
Little Shillelagh, yes. Give him more time. He's gonna get there. Yeah, I think. Mm, give it. How long did it take for Roderick Strong to join Undisputed in NXT? Like, was it like a couple of months after they debuted, or like 6 months? Ballpark figure.
Was there time?
I don't know. I don't know. I would say whatever time it took for when Adam Cole, O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish to debut, and for Roderick to join their group. Give it another month. Add another month for Jack Perry to join War Dogs, if that's the plan.
Uh, I definitely say uh, check out the main event of Okada and Osprey. Um, the Mox match was good too.
Of course.
Uh, Eddie Kingston's match was a double count out, but aside from that, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Um, Julia and Trish, like,
Mm.
my God, like, please go and watch that, please. Uh,
Mhm.
War Dogs had a match for the titles, but they lost it. And you had Matt Riddle, which
Is
he
what it is.
he won with Jeff Cobb. Which if he's joining the faction with Jeff Cobb, like that's cool. Um,
I guess. I
the
guess.
Honestly, I'm forgetting the name.
Well, like I said, Nick Nimitz is bouncing from company to company, and so during a match, Nick Nimitz and Ryan Nimitz, his brother, was in the New Japan crowd, not wrestling, but just absorbing,
Uh,
absorbing the wrestling.
does Will Ospreay's faction still exist?
I
Like,
think so.
because like Kyle Fletcher is like heavy on AEW. Like, his tag team partner is out with injury. Ospreay's moving to AEW, so it's Jeff Cobb and Great O'Khan.
Well, so here's the thing, right? Um, the reason why Cal Fletcher is in the family, the Don Callis family, is because Osprey is vouched for him. So they're still cool. They're still his boys. When is the official date that Osprey leaves New Japan? Is it done? Is it over? Is it gonna, or does he have some more time on New Japan?
I He might have a month left, but like it's basically done,
And
and
so,
he's already stated he's signing with AEW.
I know that. In my mind, I would think it's like Jay White with Bullet Club Gold, where it might not be like, I don't think they're gonna break up. I don't think they're gonna be like official implosion. Somewhat, I think they're just gonna be you, like the click and the we call it Kevin Nash was like too sweet, click south. And so it's like it's probably gonna still be cool with each other. And it's just like we're gonna head up the Empire in AEW. Y'all stay over in New Japan, and whenever we do Forbidden Door, we'll come together and run Repshire.
Uh, I mean, I'm curious as to where he'd be going,
Who?
but
Tama?
comment,
Tama? Oh yeah,
Tama,
yeah.
Tama, Tama.
Tama.
All
I mean,
right.
yeah.
Uh, I think he's also kind of perfect for TNA as well, though.
That's why I like him not being bogged down.
Honestly, he's kind of perfect for AEW as well, and he was honestly perfect for WWE.
He is.
Like,
He is. What's the saying goes? If you put someone in a wrestling factory and someone comes out as the perfect wrestler, he would be Mr. Perfect, HBK, Dolph Ziggler. He's in that category. But I don't want him to be. But I don't want him to be signed to anyone. I don't. I want him to have as much fun as possible. Give him the Brian. I've been striving for this since MJF was talking about Bidding War 2024. Someone do the Brian Pillman contract where I just hop from company to company without a contract. You just have to trust me. You just have to trust me.
Dolores coming in with the knowledge. Jeff Cobb, TJP, Akira, and Great Okan. Thank you. So the faction is still around. It's just
Like I said,
different
uh,
people.
it's called the Empire, right? Empire New Japan, Empire AEW. And this,
CM says to bump TJP.
mm. And I think I just saw Dolores say that the Dolphins officially signed with TNA. That okay, fine. That's kind of weird though because I thought we all thought for sure he would at least try to chat with his brother. Now I'm not sure what his brother
Well,
contract.
they can on the Indies.
So that was my question: is Ryan still signed to AEW or is he the free agent? He's an independent contractor.
I I don't know. I don't know. He was signed to AEW. I know that for sure, but I don't know if he still is.
Interesting. But okay, like you know, times are hard and inflation is up, so definitely get the contract and your money and the guaranteed money. But someone someone do it. Someone do it just once. Just give me 6 months of someone just bar hopping from company to company and just having a good old time. Just one time. And that's just for one weekend or 1 week. A full give me at least a good month. Mm. Okay. That's interesting. As long as they don't send
So,
the same Guevara, it probably would be a better relationship than yes.
all right. So we're done with them. Let's talk about somebody else now. You know what? Let's talk about WWE.
So, well, let's talk about WWE slash someone who really likes booger sugar and just has insatiable Twitter fingers. So, last week, for whatever reason, but I'm not knocking it. Okay, 2 weeks ago, WWE tweets out a former WWE World Heavyweight Champion is coming back to WWE, right? And the joke is Jinder Mahal comes out and he does his whole heel stick. The Rock comes out, beats him up. All right, bing bang boom. The week after that, Seth Rollins is out in the ring having a good old time, but Jinder comes out and he wants a title match. Okay, bing bang boom. For some reason, Mr. Tony Khan just can't. Who started it? Who started it? Because like, well, another gist of it is Tony Khan. Someone was like, it was basically a little feud between for people who think Hook don't deserve. There you go. They're equating Hook versus Samoa Joe to Jinder versus Seth. And for some reason, the freaking booger sugar lover don't know when to be a freaking billionaire. Wants to get on his little Twitter fingers. It's like, Hook has a 20 and some record, so he deserves a match. Unlike
Uh,
Jinder Mahal.
21-1, which I believe was the same that Undertaker had when he lost to Brock Lesnar for WrestleMania. 21-1.
21. Okay, so he was like 21 record. And
But I think he's 22-1 now.
what match did he have last time?
Didn't he wrestle a match last week?
I don't. I know it definitely wasn't on Dynamite. Did I see Collision? I think I did, but I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know. But yeah. And so that just, it depends on where you're sitting. Where I'm sitting at, it was a good. I think the wrestlers who jumped in just had a good old time, right? And so of course TK is just off the rocker, and so Jinder Mahal tweets, "Who the f is Hook?" And then of course and then battle lines were drawn, and so I think KO tweeted, "Don't hit the ginger," and then some other people was like, "Sit Hook," and that was just hilarious to me. And I don't know if he cares or not, but I think thanks to TK, that match last Monday was probably more hyped than than it was ever going to get if this didn't blow up.
It's a weird situation of like, it makes Tony Khan look bad, but it did hype up the match. So,
Yeah. So CM said that TK was responding to someone about his booking, right? And so it's like, and for people who are talking about, and he still needs to be hooked. He still needs to put on the he still needs to be heated up. Ginger, I'm like, I guess it would have been nice to have one match, but honestly, social media hyped this match up way like it. Social media hyped this match up way more than a win on Raw or whatever would have ever done for this, right? And so fast forward to last. Did you watch Raw last night?
I did. I don't know if we're doing all for naught tomorrow, but
So
I guess we can discuss it. I guess we can discuss it.
just for a little bit, just for a little bit. So there was so the match starts, it goes up slow, but the in this year is in Ginger's corner, but what's his face comes out. Damian Priest come out with the briefcase. So shenanigans ensues. One of Indashir hit Seth with the briefcase, and then Gender has him in the Kina clutch. No, no, no. Whatever his finisher is, and it's like no. Because if you were a fan back in when was it 2000? Whenever his reign was, I want to say 2017, and he just beat Randy Orton for the belt. It wasn't a I'm pissed off he won. It was a huh? You actually
This
let him
dude?
win. And so that little moment of stuff getting hit by the briefcase, Jinder does his move. It's like, oh, it's like so. Based on the Twitter feud, what percentage did you give Jinder for of winning the match? I'm like, if they wanted to just for 1 week, they real hella petty.
Uh, I didn't think he had any chance, but now that you say that, they could have been real hella petty.
I
But Vince isn't in charge anymore. It's Triple H. So the best I'd give him is single digits.
was. So like, yeah, that little moment of who did on purpose see him? You see TK or Ginger?
Huh?
Either way, I'm reading the what CM just said. He did on purpose. Who did it on purpose? TK or Triple H? Either way, that moment of that near fall, a couple of heart stopped. A couple of heart stopped. It was like, whoo. He did it on purpose. Yeah.
I don't know if you checked the Discord. I did send two of my favorite William Regal clips.
I think that's how one of them. Yeah.
Oh
He was
man,
like, oh,
I'm I'm so hyped for his thing expiring, getting William Regal back on TV because God, I love
right.
William Regal.
And your baby boy needs it too. I mean, I do love him. His son with what's his name? Nacho. What's his name?
I'm spacing.
He's technical person.
He's with Drew Gulak.
Drew Gulak. I do love what
No,
Drew.
he's with Drew Gulak. I'm trying to think of
What? No. You're right. Yeah, he's a Drew. That's what I was saying. I do love him with Drew Gulak.
Charlie Dempsey.
That's his name. Yes, Charlie Dempsey. Yes, I
Oh,
do.
and here comes CM.
It would have been
She got it faster than I did.
called a tie. Yeah, no, she probably was faster. But yeah, but you know, it, 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 I miss William Regal. It's time for him to get back on the television screen. It is.
Uh, a few weeks ago, you had asked me who's winning the women's rumble.
Okay.
Do you remember who I answered?
I don't. Remind me.
I think this was before the holiday break.
Okay.
So this was like a month ago. You don't remember?
I don't. I'm gonna guess Bailey.
Uh, no. Who's winning the rumble is what you asked me.
Yeah. I was gonna say you didn't say Bailey. Who did you say?
No, I didn't say Bailey.
Who did you say?
I said Becky Lynch. You
That makes
starting to agree with me now?
I this is the great part of having not just people on the roster, people who are actually doing stuff on the roster, right? So what you're alluding to, my good friend, is Ronda, no, Rhea Ripley comes out and you know Royal Rumble's on around the corner and she was like, whoever wins, spare your feelings in your title match and don't come for me. But Becky comes out, oh, and she was like, you know what? And I love the setting of this. Them just circling each other like little sharks. I loved it. And so and Becky was like, you know, we are the two best who've ever done it. We've had different paths, but we both of us are alike, and we are the greatest. But I need to
You might
prove.
be as strong as a bear, but I got the heart of a lion.
And she was like, I need to prove that I'm better than you. So I'm gonna win the Royal Rumble. And Rhea was like, I ain't got no qualms with that. Ugh. I Because here's the thing,
Rhea
right?
is confident. Rhea is not scared. Rhea is confident.
Mm. But you do have a nice Nia Jax that you've been building up for the past couple of months. So
Well, that's going to be a singles match at the Rumble.
yeah,
Like they're building that up for the Rumble. They're not building that up for Mania.
yeah. And honestly, I'm just putting the pieces together because
Mhm.
for me, right, it should be Bailey versus Io on SmackDown, and if need be, I think we've been pitching Becky versus Rhea since.
You wanted Bianca.
No. I did, but
Yeah.
I'm explaining all of it, right? Before Charlotte got hurt, I think people were like, okay, it's gonna be Charlotte versus Bianca. Don't know what the freak they think about because people are stupid. Bailey maybe against Io, and then we'll have Rio versus Becky. And I only pitched Rio versus Bianca because Charlotte got hurt. And in my mind, it still is, I don't want Bianca off the WrestleMania card. And it really feels like, oh crap, what are we going to do with Bianca? And that, for me personally, find her someone to wrestle. Don't put her in a multi-man tag. Find her a one-on-one person to wrestle. But that aside, they hyped Rhea versus Becky. Like I remember the segment was last year. I wanted to before WrestleMania, and whoever was leaving or going, Rhea and Becky had this face off on the ramp, and Becky just walked away. And so it's just like I don't have any. I'm not against it at all, especially with that match. It really is a head scratcher of who is going to win. Wrestling is so good right now.
Um,
I think definitely beat Bailey in the pandemic era. I think Charlotte is the last one. She beat Sasha. She beat Becky at WrestleMania. So yeah, Charlotte is the last one she has to beat. So that's why everybody was gunning for that for WrestleMania. And unfortunately, Charlotte got hurt. But that's the last one she has to beat, Charlotte.
yeah, she's tagged with Charlotte, but yeah, she's never faced Charlotte, right? Well, they had a triple threat match,
Yeah,
but
101.
I assume y'all aren't counting the triple threat.
Nah, darling. 101 pin Charlotte's mat.
Ah,
Charlotte shoulders to the mat. One, two, three.
I'm trying to remember.
I don't think so, love. Because even when it was a pandemic and Charlotte was the champion, they went against each other, but she definitely beat Bianca. Triple threat.
Wait. They had a match on Raw, didn't they?
When?
Let me Google it.
And I feel if
Raw
that's the case, I
match.
feel as though that probably ended in a DQ. What year? What year are you thinking?
I can't seem to find it. Do.
I don't think it happened. And if it was a non-title match, yeah, I don't really, I don't. You. Every match should be important, but I would not count that as a win. I want her to beat her for the title. But yeah, when Charlotte came
Charlotte
back,
Flair versus Bianca Belair, Raw Women's Championship match, Raw October 18th, 2021.
did Bianca win?
I think Charlotte won.
And that's the thing. We want Bianca to beat all four horsewomen. So she has not beat
Ah,
yeah. That was that's what Laura was asking. She said, has she beaten all four
I mean, I
horsewomen?
can click on this video, go to the end, and see who wins.
Sure. Okay. I bet a quarter she didn't though. Like while you're doing that,
I
yeah,
think I went too far. Bianca's hitting her with a chair, so maybe we ended in DQ.
it probably in it. I feel as though it ended in a DQ. That's what I feel in my heart.
4 to 7 months. Yeah, SummerSlam. Which wasn't that the match we were supposed to get to? Was Bianca versus? No, that was Sasha. That was Sasha.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that was definitely Sasha. And it was a triple threat match last summer. It was Charlotte, Asuka, and Bianca, which was
yeah,
great.
Oscar was in it. Yeah. So, and the triple threat match that she had uh, was won by Io
Yes,
for
Charlotte,
NXT.
Charlotte. Yeah, that was Charlotte, Rhea, and Io, and Io won by beating Rhea,
Uh,
pinning Rhea.
no, 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 no. Charlotte beat Rhea for the NXT title at WrestleMania.
Pandemic. Yes.
Yes, and then a couple months later at the NXT pay-per-view, it was Charlotte versus Bianca Belair and Io, and
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Io won and became the champion.
No, no, no. It was Sasha. It was Charlotte, Rhea Ripley, Io, and Io
No, it wasn't Rhea Ripley.
It was.
It wasn't. It was Bianca Belair.
Would you? How much do you want to bet?
You're not betting money.
In your house, it was Rhea, Charlotte, and Io, and because the whole thing was this was when Vince was in charge, and Vince and like Charlotte was the champion, but they didn't let Charlotte hype anyone. What call it? Put anyone over. So even that triple threat match, she didn't get pinned. So it really was like, what's the point of her being NXT champion for whatever how long it was?
All right.
Am I right? Was I right?
Yeah, I think you're right. Um, I remember Bianca being involved, but she wasn't in the match. She was
No, no, no.
just
So what happened was before the pandemic, right? It was gonna be Rhea versus no, not gonna be. It was Rhea versus Bianca in Portland, but this was around the time Charlotte won the Royal Rumble, so she was like she was doing the face to face with Rhea, and Bianca was like that was one of my favorite Bianca promos. That's when Bianca was like, "You standing here, but you don't even go here." And then fast forward to NXT Portland, Bianca versus Rhea, but after the match, Charlotte came in and and beat everyone up. And then after that NXT, Bianca was like, "I'm gonna." She interrupted a female match. She's like, "I let you finish. I let you finish." And that was when she got mad. She's like, "No matter where, Charlotte Flair, I'm gonna be man." And then bam, and then they had a singles match with Charlotte beat Bianca. It was doing a chair spot with her, and Rhea ran in for the save. But it was never a triple threat between those three.
now I'm gonna say the things, my predictions, that's gonna upset everyone.
Oh gosh. Wait. My mouth is dry. Wait. Okay. Continue. Go.
Prediction number one: Cody Rhodes does not get the match against Roman at WrestleMania, and if he does, he loses.
Okay. That wasn't bad.
Prediction number two:
Okay.
CM Punk wins the title off of Seth Rollins, but it's not the main event.
Say more about the main event. So if they're at the main event, who do you want to be the main event?
Well, one main event is definitely going to be Roman, and it's possible both of them are Roman.
I don't like. Here's the thing and I was on the last. I want to say last year. I was on the bandwagon that Roman should do both nights, but I have come to the understanding that for safety reasons of having a main event for night two, it is not worth it. I would love it. I would love it, but I think it's not worth it. What specifically is tomatoes?
My predictions.
No, because you had three. So which one?
No, I had two. I had
You
two.
had two? Oh, okay.
Cody Rhodes and CM Punk.
So yeah. So I still think that it's gonna be Cody versus CM Punk night one main event. I don't really care who wins. That's just me. Like for me as of right now, just
I
get it over with.
think we're getting Cody versus Drew McIntyre at Mania.
Drew, I will say this. Drew McIntyre is making it exceptionally hard for them to not consider putting him in the main event right now. He's like, okay, y'all want to think this is set in stone? I will do my darnest to even if I'm not, people are gonna get pissed off, and the people who are in the main event are gonna have to work their butts off to be better than
I'm
me.
I Well, I mean, yeah, if we're counting all four matches as main event, then yeah, he'll have one of those four matches.
We're not, but I will say this: we are spoiled. We have a spoils of riches. So now main event. I ain't calling for matches the main event, but I do believe in three of the main matches, which is beginner, great middle, and end. For me personally, not being in the main event only is pressure, right? I go back to WrestleMania 25, and it was Taker versus HBK, and Triple H has to follow that up, right? I don't
My
think
mind goes to Hogan versus The Rock. That was middle of the card, but that was the main event. It just happened
right.
in the middle of the
Like
card.
so okay, so I don't call the main event. I call it the match of the night. It really does depend on what's the match of the night. And crazy enough, a lot of WrestleManias, the main event is not the match of the night. Don't know that because people book people stupidly, but 7 out of 10,
I mean,
yeah.
Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kevin Owens. As great as it was, as fun as it was, you can't call that match of the night.
I'm gonna say yes, but I'm trying to think of what was that
It was the
card.
main event. It was the main event, was it not?
But here's the thing. I think it was worthy of being the main event,
Oh yeah.
even if it wasn't the match of the
Oh,
night. But no, it
great
was
way
not
to
the match of
close
the
out
night.
the show. But just because it's great to close out the show, like, doesn't make it
Yeah,
match of the night. But
it's not.
like,
It's not right. So yeah, so I think that is Drew's mindset. He's like, if I'm in the main event, you have to do your darnest not to be. You have to do your darnest to be match of the night over me.
so The Rock comes in, takes away CM Punk's WrestleMania main event again a decade later.
That only works if we get Cena. Sorry, not Cena. If we get Rock versus CM Punk, and I'm for that. I wouldn't mind that at all. And so it really is chess.
What, do it at Backlash?
I got like as of right now, Triple H really had to play chess. He really had to put the pieces in place for it not to suck. Especially last year, and people were up in the roar. Well, with Cody, I don't understand it, but whatever. But yeah, everybody was was in the uproar of why did Cody beat Roman? Who cares? Whatever. But yeah, so he's definitely trying to avenge that decision. So it is like it has to be thought out. He has to be really careful about. his decisions. In my mind, mm, okay, yeah. Okay, boom. In my mind,
What if we got a six-man tag match?
no. For WrestleMania,
Roman, Jimmy, and Solo versus Dwayne, Jay, and Zilla.
no, no.
No, no, that's not money.
Not for WrestleMania. Not for WrestleMania.
But
Maybe
you got Samoan Civil War, battle for head of the table.
I
That's
think that would be great for Black Backlash in France. But here's my scenario, and I think it's the best for. I think it's the best for everybody. Roman versus Rock, no title. Cody is champion versus Drew. Coin flip of who's main event. I really don't care. And then Seth versus CM Punk, WrestleMania Night One. Boom.
the thing is we still got Elimination Chamber.
Right? And so, but I do love the idea of everyone Roman screwed
The
over
thing is
the chamber.
we
But they
can't
said it's not
predict
there.
Elimination Chamber until the Royal Rumble's over because who wins the Royal Rumble dictates who's going to Elimination Chamber.
Exactly. Well, in my mind, wait, hold up. Cody has momentum. Don't do Cody. And the final word. I still I don't care about no Atlanta boy who don't have his accent since freaking Impact Wrestling. And even then, it really is his lisp does not sound Atlanta to me. Whatever. But no, I would give him. But like, okay, in my mind, CM Punk is winning Royal Rumble. And so Elimination Chamber, even though the reports say that Roman is not coming, if he comes, like talk him into it because nigga, you need to come. Let it be everyone that Roman screwed. So it'll be Roman, Cody, Drew, Sammy, Jay in
One
Elimination
thing
Chamber.
one thing I would consider doing is doing the Elimination Chamber where participants are former world champions. And so Cody's upset he can't be in it. And so him and Drew get into it, and he costs Drew his shot at being in the Elimination Chamber, and that drives their feud to WrestleMania.
I wouldn't mind that. Honestly, I think it should be, especially last Monday when Drew and Cody did that promo, which was Chef Kiss. I think it should be Drew versus Cody at Mania. I
Uh,
personally
so,
love that.
so they have to find another spot to be filled for the Elimination Chamber match.
No, no, no. Cody wins the Elimination Chamber,
No,
becomes
no,
champion,
no, no.
and
He's not in the match. He
that's
costs
Drew.
Drew. He attacks Drew, and Drew can't be in the match. So they have to find somebody to replace Drew.
That is that is your setup of WrestleMania. Whatever I
And that's how you get The Rock.
now in my scenario, the Rock is costing Roman the title, and that's how we set up Mania. No matter
Okay.
what, yeah, that's definitely happening, or
Okay.
should
Yeah.
happen.
That very well could happen. That very well could happen. I
Yeah.
think that's probably more likely than mine. I was thinking about who I want to take the title off of Gunther.
That's a whole nother. I wish they would reheat up Gable.
I only had one name come to mind of that's who I want it to be.
Ilya.
No,
Who?
Big E. I think that's bring Big E back, and Big E ends Gunther's reign. That's
As
coming back in.
as serious as we've heard of this neck injury. I don't want to pressure Big E, but I'm telling you right now, if Big E enters the Royal Rumble and I hear "Oh, people of Florida," you will probably see me cry on camera. You will probably
Especially since he's a
cry.
Florida boy too.
It's like you will probably see me cry on this camera. So I'm not going to hype myself up for it. I'm just gonna let it be if it be.
Oh, I remember when New Day did the ride along, and Woods asked, "Hey, you guys want to go to Waffle House?" What did you say? You can't say that word. That's sacrilege. You can't say that word. It's W House. We don't say waffle.
Yes, I didn't say we. I said Cody has a lisp, and that's why you can't hear his Atlanta accent no more. Cody, I didn't say we. um, but yeah,
Oh yeah, I think Punk is walking out as champ. The thing is I don't think it's gonna end up being the main event, and I don't know how Punk's gonna feel about that. But I think they're gonna put the title on Punk.
but sweet Lord, I hope Seth is okay. I was like, it would suck, but if he is this close to being
This
WrestleMania,
right here,
mm,
this completely.
yeah,
The three members of Imperium versus the three members of New Day.
oh yeah. This- I'm not gonna hype myself up. I'm
And
gonna let that happen.
the thing about a six-man tag match is that you can take less of the burden off of Big E by
Just,
him not being in singles.
just let everyone get ready for that hot tag. But yeah, I hope Seth is not hurt because that would suck. But if you're
Oh,
this close to WrestleMania and you get hurt, that is oh
I wasn't expecting that comment before Mania.
because
Ooh.
we're having WrestleMania, and even though I said Roman versus Rock is a WrestleMania match, Elimination Chamber is in Australia, so I do think you should have something special in the bag for them as well. It shouldn't be Rock versus Roman, but it should be a special something special, and that could be a title change if you want it to be, whether it's
Oh,
Seth's belt or Roman's belt.
I also had another idea.
Okay.
Uh, tag team title match, TLC tag team title match with Judgment Day and R Truth and The Miz. But uh, Damian Priest and R Truth both pull a title down at the same time, and so they end up being the tag team champions.
I don't know about that, but I don't know if I hate the idea of our truth and the Miz beating Judgment Day for the title. And
No,
that's
no, no, they wouldn't be beating them. It would be a tag team title match,
I know what
and
you
each
said.
a person from each team pulls down a title. And
I
so,
know
oh,
I know what you said, but I am more so of the clips of our truth and Miz beating Judgment Day, and I'm not against it. I'm not. I don't because truth is killing it right now. Oh my god. So I don't know how I feel, but I'm not against it right now. That's all I'm gonna say. Mm. Who? Wait. Who had three heart attacks and pneumonia? Roman or The Rock?
Alpha.
Oh, Alpha. See. Okay, and that would be a great because well, mm, depending.
What do you call him? His brother daddy?
His daddy and his half daddy.
Oh, so yeah, his half daddy.
His half daddy. I mean, honestly, that match at Money in the Bank last year in London, that really is a that was a great match for the whole family. Even Solo was crying. He was like, "That was my WrestleMania moment, being with my brothers and my cousin main eventing." So As much as like again, as much as WrestleMania is the great big match, these other pay per views under this regime are getting to the big are getting big important. They're getting really
Well,
big. Big.
I mean, Royal Rumble is like always big.
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber is pretty medium sized, but it's going to be in a stadium that's larger than WrestleMania.
And overseas, that crowd's gonna be crazy always.
And then Backlash is going to be in France, which
Hmm.
is also where the Olympics are going to be this summer. So
Hmm.
I assume like France is going to be hyped
Yeah.
because like this
Yeah.
is their year. Like Paris is going to be like, forget about everybody else. It's about France this year. We're bringing it. That's what I assume that they're going to be behaving.
Mm. So yeah, it really is a spoil of riches and just a matter of spacing everything out. We do not need everything all at once. We don't.
And after that, we're going to be getting Money in the Bank.
So we still have to talk about LA Knight and his
Oh,
trajectory.
oh, oh! I predicted like a year ago, LA Knight is winning Money in the Bank of 2024. I'm still sticking with that. LA Knight is my pick. Like I predicted this way ahead of time. If he's in that match, I'm predicting him to win. If he's not in that match, WWE fucked up.
Dang, you gonna mess it up. That really is like that is the tagline of 2024 for AEW and WWE. You have a spoils of riches. Do not F it up.
All right, and the final company. Let's talk about AEW. So the biggest thing was Adam Cole is the devil.
Yeah. So so on Ashback of Dynamite, ALW asked who would be the devil that would get you excited or in your feelings. And I'm like, honestly, as of right now, for me, AEW does not have that person. And it was like, if it's Adam Cole, it's gonna be like, huh, nice, nice is not the word, but I'm like, I get it. Okay, cool. Not a exciting or oh, but it's like, yeah, yeah, I get it. And so, you know, I more so am excited about Undisputed Kingdom because I think even though they're going extremely slow with it, this is, if you're an undisputed fan or a just straight up Adam Cole fan, this is his bag, right? So this should be the beginning of something great. Even if he's on crutches right now, this should be the beginning of something great. So I just need him to accelerate just a little bit faster.
Uh, I think that Swerve is the one to take the title off of Joe.
Okay, so more happily, I am so excited that Joe is our new
Oh yeah.
AEW World Heavyweight. I am so excited. And so to that
Honestly, I'm a little pissed
why?
because when he faced CM Punk, I was like, it should be Joe.
We're
Put that
not
title on Joe. Then Joe can face MJF for the who's the real one. And then I was like, okay, now we're instead going straight to Joe versus MJF for MJF's title, even though he should have won the last one. And then we have a real reason for this.
in
And
hindsight
then Joe lost, and I was like, well, what the crap?
in
And
hindsight
now it
not
is him.
hindsight is not 2020 because the fight happened before the match. So why this dude lunged at you, you still let him win?
I would have had Joe set up to be the champion half a year ago. Like they would have had the match at All Out if I was the one booking.
Now the thing they couldn't predict is that what's his name? MJF got hurt. So that's the only leeway I'm gonna give the Booker Shield level. But no, most definitely Joe should have beat CM Punk at All In. I think we can all agree that that should have happened. But nonetheless, he's champ now, and I'm loving it. Right? It does not have to
Mhm.
who said it? Don't have to be here for a long time. Just have to be here for a good time. I don't want him to. So Revolution is in March. I would
Yeah.
let. I would, huh? You
Yeah.
said yeah. I want him to
Yeah.
drop the belt, the pay per view after that. Not Revolution, the pay per view after
Double or
that.
nothing. May.
I think Double or Nothing is when you can let Joe drop the belt. Ooh. I think for me, right? I think that'll be an appropriate amount of time for Joe to be your because oh when he came, last week homecoming and he was just in his suit and he was just the new king of Duval County. Yes, you are my liege. Yes, you are. Take a vote. Your vote doesn't matter. He's king. It just this.
So I think the Revolution match is going to be Hangman then, and he's going to beat Hangman. That's my guess.
Or I would do a triple threat and let Heyman take the pin. I wouldn't mind that. And then and
I
then
dig it. I dig
and,
it.
and properly named Double or Nothing Swerve versus Joe. That'd be cool. But yeah, let's have a little bit of fun before he drops the belt.
Um, Christian Cage is the TNT champion. Uh, honestly, like I don't want him to lose it.
I am very glad that they kind of moved away a little bit of him versus Edge. I'm sorry, Adam Copeland. I am glad they kind of moved away from it. Time out. You take a break. Y'all can reconvene at Double or Nothing or Forbidden. The one after was at All In. Y'all can reconvene and maybe do it again. But as of right now, yeah, take a break. Take a break. Time out. Let the patriarchy feud with someone else.
um, International champion Orange Cassidy. Like
So here's what I'm. So when I say accelerate
I
undisputed
I
champion,
I I would have it be Will Osprey.
I think Will Ospreay need to come in like gangbusters. I think you. So I think. Oh my gosh, we gotta pace this out because I think
Are we not gonna make or like would you have Swerve win at Double or Nothing, become the champion, and then lose it at Wembley in like 3 months?
Ospreay should beat Swerve, and that's what I'm saying. We
So
gotta
we only
do
have Swerve as champ for like 3 months.
okay. No, because Swerve's title reign should be longer than that. So let's flip it. I wouldn't give
I think international championship.
no,
That's what
no,
I think.
no, 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 because I don't want them to do what they try to do with Jay White and like let him come mid card and build him up. You don't need to build Osprey up, Osprey. So when he comes in, come in like gangbusters.
Well, also Jay White didn't win the title.
But
I'd be having Will Osprey win the title.
he didn't win the title, but just still though, right? I don't think the international title is big enough. No offense. Okay. More so, I don't think OC is big enough for Osprey to come in. That be his first feud. Nah, me me want him to come in like gangbusters. So if we're going to no, knock on wood, he'll be fine. I would okay in my predictions. Let Joe keep the belt till Wembley and let Osprey beat Samoa Joe. And whatever happens, Swerve beats Osprey for the title. Boom.
I think it's good though, especially considering how great of a match they had at Forbidden Door.
Who? Oh, Osprey.
Will
But
Ospreay and Orange Cassidy.
So for me, because here's the thing, right? Except I wouldn't mind Roderick beating Orange or C for the international title. In that mindset right now. That's why I'm kind of disputing what you're saying. So hmm, yeah, I would rather have Roderick Strong beat OC for for the international title. That's just me.
And we're
That,
also going to get Wardlow versus Samoa Joe at some point.
it's like that's what I'm saying. Oh my gosh, we gotta pace this. Spoil. We're spoiled with these riches. And we gotta pace this right. We gotta pace this right. I do predict that there's no like the title should change hands 3 times this year. The AEW title. It's definitely changed
Uh,
3 times.
but you have Roderick Strong beating Orange Cassidy.
For international title. I'm talking about for the world
Yeah,
heavyweight champion. That title should change 3 times this year. Not sure how, not sure when, but 3 times.
I don't hate it. Like, I know some people are like, hot potato, and I don't hate it because
Like
it's been very not hot potato.
right?
So
Thinking like looking back at last year, I think it can be argued that MJF had it for too long. And I get it. The whole him and Adam Cole got hot, so you didn't want to take him off then. But mm, I'm not sure. You either like it might okay again hindsight's 2020. But for me, I would let Daniel Bryan beat him for the title, and then MJF can just win it back the next pay per view. That's just me. Y'all could have done that, and it would have been like a little bit spicy. It's going to be a travesty if and it probably when Daniel Bryan retires, he will not be AEW World Champion.
okay. Osprey versus Brian Danielson Wrestle Dream retirement match.
But he wins?
Oh, I mean, it doesn't really matter who wins. It'll be Brian Danielson's retirement.
That
If Brian Danielson wants to win, I say let him win.
right, right. Enough of this whole losing crap when you retire. I don't like that either.
But I think that would be the perfect bookend to his AEW run. Him versus Will Ospreay Wrestle Dream in Seattle.
I don't hate it at all. I do not hate that at all, my friend. But yeah, this is whew. I'm going to try to be present in this time. I'm going to learn to enjoy the ride. You're going to get our opinions for sure, but I'm going to enjoy this ride. This year should be great.
Um, any uh, other titles you want to talk about? You want to talk about the ladies?
Yeah. I mean, in AEW, I'll just say this cuz short and sweet. Even though Deanna Perez is in AEW, in my mind, I've already had it locked down. It'll be my fault if it doesn't happen, but it should happen. Athena should be the one to dethrone Tony Storm. That's my
Okay.
opinion.
And what about uh, Julia Hart?
I know we don't like long title reigns, but I think let her cook until you find someone who's worthy of pinning her. Well, okay, not find someone who's worthy, but you reheat someone up to pin her. It could be Willow. Cause I'm like my mind, like even though I said as soon as I said someone worthy, my mind said Willow. Oh, I'm sorry. You're good. Whatever. So
I assume it's going to be her versus Thunder Rosa at Revolution.
that could work too. And again, okay, and I'm glad I
Would you
said
be
that.
fine with Julia Hart losing the title already?
not anytime soon, because with every, I think with a title run, it doesn't matter how long it is how important and how memorable it is. So I would love for to have a program where it was actually something worth, like I would be like, what happened in her title reign? Oh, it was so dope. She had a program with so and so. She won, but so and so, ooh, it was good. But then she lost to Thunder Rosa or Willow. Like, okay,
All right. Well, I think it's about time to start wrapping things up now.
yeah.
It's close to midnight on your end.
It's should I do it? I can do it. This is the workhorse wrestling schedule, and as you know, we are a wrestling channel, so card is subject to change because life be lifing. But as of right now, Mondays we have Seeing Stars with Jay News and the beautiful Dolores. Tuesday, as of tonight, we have the Cookout where all of us are coming together to discuss the week of wrestling and what is cooking in the world of wrestling. With Wednesday, we have all four not with
Yeah.
Sam and Slim and Sammy Joe and ALW talking about Monday Night Raw and NXT. Thursday, Aftermath of Dynamite. Boom! With the beautiful Anika and the wise man ALW talking about what happened on AEW Dynamite. And then Friday night is a Friday night fight with the people you see on screen today. Sammy Joe and Anika Wilson watching a watch along of Friday Night SmackDown and AEW Rampage, baby. Saturday in the morning, we have Under the Radar with the classy and always sassy CM and the wise man AOW talking about the other prominent shows in wrestling of MLW, TNA, no longer Impact, and some other indie stuff. It was going to be what you call it, be the Elite, but I think it's now be the Dark Order. So if that's still going on, we'll have that in the morning. Then Saturday night is alright with Collision and Black Girl Magic. We will have the sassy and classy CM, the beautiful and fierce Dolores, and the Anarchy Queen, Anika Wilson, doing a watch along of AEW Collision. And then we'll end that week with Enter the Square Circle with your boys slamming Sammy Joe. Say that 3 times fast. And the wise man AOW playing work playing video games and doing wrestling tournaments for the viewership and enjoyment of all you workhorse fans. Whew.
Nicely done.
I don't know how she does it. I'm tired. I need water. All right.
But
Any
yeah,
last
card
words?
is subject to change.
Yes.
ALW, get to feeling better, man.
Everyone,
Uh, I'm assuming CM's going to have to call out for a few things as well.
we'll see. We'll see. But
But me and Anika are usually here. I am planning on going on a 3 week vacation to see family, but that's in next month sometime. So I'll
okay.
deal with that then.
But no matter
Uh,
what, we got y'all. We got
yeah, we got y'all.
y'all.
Well, at least be here like 3 times a week, bare minimum, like because that's how we
After
do.
that's how we do.
All right. So, with nothing else to say, peace.